Encountering an aggressive person can be challenging, and responding with aggression only escalates the situation. Instead, employing verbal judo, a strategic and empathetic approach to communication, can help defuse tension and even make the aggressive individual reconsider their behavior. Here are 6 verbal tricks to navigate such situations and potentially make an aggressive person sorry for their actions. In the face of aggression, maintaining composure and steering the conversation towards a more positive outcome can be challenging. However, employing specific verbal strategies can help de-escalate tensions and encourage a more empathetic and understanding dialogue. Here are 6 verbal tricks to make an aggressive person reflect on their behavior and foster a more constructive interaction. Before we dive into today's content, I want to take a moment to express my gratitude. Your support means the world to me, and I love creating content that you find valuable and entertaining. If you enjoy self-improvement, mental health, and charisma talks, you're in the right place. We've got a lot more exciting stuff coming your way. So, hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and let's dive into today's video: 6 verbal tricks to make an aggressive person sorry. I can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Now, let's get started. 1. Stay calm and collected. The power of emotional regulation. When faced with aggression, your first line of defense is to maintain your own composure. Responding with anger or frustration only adds fuel to the fire. Instead, take a deep breath and consciously choose a calm and measured tone. This signals to the aggressive person that you won't be easily provoked and establishes a more constructive atmosphere for communication. Example: I understand that you're upset, and I want to help resolve this issue. Let's talk about it calmly and find a solution together. 2. Empathize and acknowledge. Demonstrating understanding. Aggressive behavior often stems from underlying frustrations or insecurities. Show empathy by acknowledging their feelings and expressing understanding, even if you don't agree with their actions. This helps validate their emotions and opens the door for a more constructive conversation. Example: I can see that you're really frustrated right now. I want to understand what's bothering you so we can find a solution that works for both of us. 3. Use I statements. Shifting the focus. Shift the conversation away from blame and accusations by using I statements. This technique helps express your feelings and perspective without sounding accusatory, which can trigger a defensive response. It encourages the aggressive person to reflect on their actions without feeling attacked. I statements are a powerful tool for expressing your feelings without placing blame directly on the other person. This technique helps the aggressor see the impact of their actions on you, encouraging self-reflection. Focus on expressing your emotions and the consequences of their behavior rather than making accusatory statements. Example: I feel uncomfortable when the conversation becomes heated. Can we discuss this calmly and find a resolution together? Now, let's talk about the magic buttons down below. If you've been enjoying the content so far, give that like button a gentle tap. It's like giving me a virtual high five, and it really helps the channel. 4. Ask open-ended questions. Encouraging reflection. Engage the aggressive person in a more thoughtful conversation by asking open-ended questions. These encourage them to share their thoughts and feelings, providing insights into the root cause of their aggression. By fostering reflection, you create an opportunity for them to reconsider their behavior. Redirect the conversation and encourage the aggressor to express themselves more thoughtfully by asking open-ended questions. These questions invite a deeper reflection on their feelings and motivations, fostering a more constructive dialogue. Example: can you tell me more about why this situation is so frustrating for you? I want to understand where you're coming from. 5. Redirect focus to solutions. Shifting from blame to resolution. Steer the conversation towards finding solutions rather than dwelling on the problem. By doing so, you encourage a more positive and forward-thinking mindset. This technique helps the aggressive person move beyond their initial frustration and consider ways to address the underlying issues constructively. Identify areas of agreement or common ground to shift the focus away from conflict. Emphasize shared values or goals to create a foundation for collaboration. Finding commonality can help the aggressor recognize that despite differences, there are areas where mutual understanding can be achieved. Example: instead of focusing on what went wrong, let's explore how we can work together to find a solution. What do you think would be a fair resolution? 6. Set clear boundaries. Establishing respectful communication. If the aggression persists, it's essential to set clear boundaries while maintaining a respectful tone. Clearly communicate what behavior is unacceptable and outline the consequences if the aggression continues. This approach emphasizes the importance of respectful communication while making it clear that aggressive behavior will not be tolerated. Clearly communicate your expectations for a respectful conversation. Politely but firmly set boundaries on acceptable behavior, making it clear that aggression or disrespect will not be tolerated. This not only protects you from further harm but also signals to the aggressor that a civil exchange is the only path forward. Example: I value our communication, but I cannot engage in a conversation when it becomes aggressive. If we can discuss this respectfully, I'm more than willing to find a solution together. In summary, mastering verbal judo involves staying calm, empathizing, using strategic language, and redirecting the focus toward solutions. While it may not always make the aggressive person immediately sorry for their actions, employing these techniques creates an environment where open communication and understanding can thrive. Remember, the goal is not to win an argument, but to foster a positive and respectful dialogue that can lead to resolution and mutual understanding. Handling aggression through verbal techniques requires a combination of composure, empathy, and strategic communication. By maintaining calm assertiveness, using I statements, practicing reflective listening, asking open-ended questions, setting boundaries, and finding common ground, you can transform a confrontational conversation into an opportunity for understanding. Remember, the goal is not to make the aggressor feel sorry, but to foster an environment where both parties can express themselves respectfully and work towards a resolution. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more empowering content.